Well, in an effort to create the illusion of a personal connection right away, I'd like to tell you, I'd like to tell everyone I am in fact from Tennessee. I'm so sorry. Think about Tennessee. Tennessee is the volunteer state. Now, I don't know if you know what that means, but that means more people volunteered for war from Tennessee than any other state. So that basically means anytime there's a war, hey guys, we're having a war. Shoot, we'll go. We'll all go. It's BYOG, right? Thank you. I'm going to move this up too. My friend actually, I was down there for Thanksgiving. My friend actually said to me, he's like, man, if they land here, we're going to be ready. Picture a map of the United States. But you know, they're pretty efficient in Tennessee. I got to give them that. I had an entire conversation in letters. My friend told me, he goes, hey, MR pigs. MR not. OSMR. LIB, MR pigs. It's pretty efficient. Say what you will about Tennessee. But I am from Tennessee. I'm from Memphis, actually. I grew up in the poor side of Memphis, which is to say Memphis. Yeah. Domino's wouldn't deliver to my apartment because I got robbed so often. Which, no, I know it's terrible to be robbed, but like, if you're robbing money for food, why not call for food and take the money and the food? Like that's, I mean, yeah, it's terrible, but you gotta kind of hand it to them. I double majored, actually. I went to University of Manchester. It's a place. You can Google it. They don't like it when you do, but you can. I went to University of Memphis. I double majored in theater and philosophy. Yeah. Yeah. Well, mainly because I never wanted to be burdened with money. Yeah, and I gotta tell y'all, it's working great. I mean, I never have to carry too many groceries. Yeah, and I always know what to wear. I mean, it's that or that. And I never have awkward moments with homeless people anymore. Hey man, can you spare $1? No, I have no spare dollars. And how did you time travel from the 50s? I had a different voice and I panicked. Came out Brooklyn. But the only reason I put the double major, I mean, it just looks good on your resume. If you major in philosophy at University of Memphis, it's just 2 classes. The first one you have to take is Jesus Did It. And the second one you have to take is Evolution is a Lie. And there's no classwork. You just go there and you just repeat it until it becomes true. And then they give you a diploma and say you're a Republican. Go stop an abortion or something. Because they do that. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, memory lane, right? For the final, the professor actually brought in a heretic, and we got to throw our books at him. It was great. No, I'm sorry, that's actually pretty offensive. We got to throw our books at it. And theater was pretty rough, actually, at University of Memphis, mainly because they had a football team on site. And I don't know if you've ever talked to a football player, but they usually can't get past like 2 turns in the conversation. Like, and he was talking to me, and he goes, hey man, what's your major? And I was like, well, I major in theater. And he goes, oh, so you're gay. And I was like, no, I'm not gay. I mean, no, I'm not gay. And he goes, yeah, you're totally gay. And I'm like, no, I'm not gay. And he goes, theater people are gay. I'm like, it's not a race of people. First of all. And second of all, I don't match outfits with all my friends and chase each other around a field while other men cheer. Not gay. Kind of wish I were gay, though. Not for like a gay reason, but because like women will undress in front of a gay guy, and I've been married for 2 years. That's all I have left. It's true, and if that wasn't the worst part, my wife is extremely discouraging, and not here, so Feel free to laugh at this next section. She's extremely discouraging. I was actually leaving for this. And do you know what she said to me? Why you go to stupid jokes? You're not funny. Yeah, no, it's not racist. That's just how she talks. It's not bad. But I can't skip this part if you want. She was actually born in American Fork, Utah. She's first generation, and she doesn't understand tonal changes in English for sarcasm, but she is extremely good at Pavlovian conditioning. I'll tell you what I mean. If you ever get married, just wait for the passive question, because it's going to start. The other day she goes, "Do you want to vacuum?" And I got up and headed towards the vacuum, and I thought to myself, wait a minute, that was a question. Do I want to vacuum? No, I do not. Do you want to eat? Yes, I do. I will vacuum now. And it's my decision. Tell me what to do. What was I talking about before this? Oh, so I'm actually, you guys are catching me at the end of a journey. It's been about 2 years, but I've actually managed to lose 110 pounds.
Ooh.
Yay!
Well, I don't know if I deserve that, because I didn't lose it for a good reason. I was just sick of people telling me I had a disease. Like, pouring ranch on Cheetos is not a disease. It just makes you fat. And I was fine with it. Like, I wasn't self-conscious at all. But my wife and I had a baby, don't laugh. And it's funny. A baby, okay. I'm running out of time. No more applause breaks, because I've had so many. But no, I'm glad you had that reaction, because the last gig I did was actually for an obesity charity. And they did not have that reaction because they were raising money for a disease that I had just cured. For me, right? Well, you know, to give them credit, we were spitballing ideas for the charity, and they're like, "Hey, so what should we do?" And I was like, "Well, we could do a race for the cure, because then it would work." They didn't like that. It went better than the all-you-can-eat buffet idea, which brought up a sore subject. But I mean, it's not a disease, and we all know that, because you can rate the severity of a disease by the intervention. You know what I mean? Like, if you're addicted to heroin, right? If you're addicted to heroin, there's an intervention. You get like a prescription, you get a doctor, you get a hospital stay. Like, it's very seriously treated. But if you're like obese, or if you're hoarding, right? It's not an intervention. Like, it's like you've got to get rid of your shit. And they're like, "Well, can I keep some of it?" Yeah, keep some of it. Just got to get rid of most of it. Like, what kind of half-ass intervention is that? If you're addicted to heroin, no one's going to go, "Man, you have got to stop doing heroin." Well, can I do some heroin? Yeah, do some heroin. Just don't do it all the heroin. That didn't make sense. But my name is Stephen Carignan, guys.
The new Weight Watchers spokesman?
Yeah, right?
Now, giving up 110 pounds, that's pretty impressive. Yay! Go on, dude. So I'm sorry, I didn't recess this